Hello, hello everyone, Ziljin here with another ASMR video. So here's tomato soup with tomatoes, yellow bell peppers, and pieces of blocks of mozzarella cheese. Yeah. There's some soup in the bottom, so I'll be drinking that after I eat all this stuff. So yeah, the soup isn't just this stuff. There's also there's some leftover sauce from a meal. All the meat was gone. All the meat is eaten, but there's some sauce left. It's mostly like, actually I have no idea. My mom prepared the sauce for the meat, and yeah, it was good. So I decided to keep the remaining sauce and just use it for the soup. Yeah. So this one is no meat, unless you count the cheese, which is animal-based product. And okay, I can't touch the bottom because it's kind of hot. Maybe not. Yeah, it's not like burning hot, but it's still a little hot. Yeah. Yeah. So it's not exactly meat, but it's still a good source of protein. Mozzarella cheese again. It's just really delicious when you dip it in the soup, so it just like melts a little bit, like, you know, see, it's all malleable instead of a solid block. But it's not like fully melted. But if you fully melt it, then it'll make the soup creamier, so that's also a plus. So it's fine either way. But if you melt it too much, then it becomes like, I don't know, it's hard to eat. Okay, maybe I can touch the bottom for a short while. And of course I always add, you know, the basil, oregano. Bell peppers as usual. I don't remove the stem or the core or the seeds or whatever. Just eat it as is. I mean, I removed the stem, the green part where it's attached to the leaf, but that's about it. Gotta get that fiber, yo. Although by cooking it, there's like less fiber, but yeah. I don't know. I don't need to eat it raw every time, right? By cooking it, I get to like add some sweetness to the sauce. I mean, not the sauce. What is sauce? Is the sauce turned into soup? But it makes it a little sweet. It gives some extra flavor. Partially melted mozzarella cheese, very delicious. I mean, it's not even melted, it's just, it's a little softer and tender. Tomato is usually sour, but the sauce I used was like really salty, so it pretty much covered all the sourness, so that's good. I mean, I like eating tomatoes, but I don't really like that sour. Yeah, so I'm trying to, you know, when I boil the meats, the vegetables, etc., retain this the water to turn into soup and drink it. It's more nutritious, yo. Somebody just got in my eye, my face. Although boiling it does mean some nutrients will disappear. Mostly from the heat though. Because like some of the nutrients will just leach out into the water. I mean, I probably said this a million times. Or and I will say it a million times more though. Depending on the way you cook it, definitely some nutrients will be lost. And also if you eat it raw, there's some nutrients that you can't absorb because you need it. Like some nutrients can only be absorbed if you cooked it. So you can eat it raw and cooked. It's probably best to do a variety of both. And you can try different cooking methods: baking, boiling, steaming, grilling, roasting, frying. I'm totally seeing the sauces, the juices like dripping, dropping all over the place. It's cool when you boil it, the skin kind of just falls right off with the tomatoes. I think that's how you're supposed to use. You're supposed to make pasta sauce. You boil first. You boil the tomatoes. The skin peels off. You remove the skin. You remove the seeds, and then the tomato becomes like all soft and mushy. And probably some of the water comes out. And you just grind it up, mash it into paste. And then you fry it and like to reduce it. And add lots of salt and keep on reducing it, and eventually it becomes a sauce. I've never tried it. I'm just too impatient to do all that. Yeah, sometimes the bell pepper, there's like a green sprout inside. I've been eating it. I hope it's nothing wrong with it. It doesn't taste sweet. Probably like some of the seeds, they sprout into like roots or something. That's my guess. And this one, it melted a little bit more. It got like flattened by like the vegetables resting on top of it. I used to hate eating string cheese, mozzarella, because it just tastes so bland, but now it tastes so good. Let me drink some of this soup. It's really good. It has that like meaty taste to it. Is it gamey? Like, is that what it's called when it tastes like meat? And parents, whenever they make soup, they're always using like all these dried herbs and all these like vegetables, and like they don't. I mean, they do use meat sometimes, but usually just bones and mostly all these dried herbs, and it's like all this stuff that's like bitter and stuff. It doesn't taste good. It's supposed to be healthy for you, but I'd rather just taste good. This is probably way too much cheese, by the way. So yeah, so that's the soup with, yeah, that's a soup. Yeah, that's my kind of soup. I'd rather drink that and eat that kind of soup than any other stuff. Some meat is fine as long as it's like tender, it's not like super tough and stuff. But yeah, so yeah, hopefully everyone enjoyed this video, enjoying this series. Be sure to let me know down below what you think. Subscribe, comment, rate the video. As always, thank you for watching. Until next time, bye bye.